8.7 FM. I am Oluwafunmilayo Alex-Oni for the headlines. Shatima arrives New York for 80th session of United Nations General Assembly. PDP releases subcommittees list ahead of National Convention. Suspected armed herdsmen kill 16 security personnel in Benue State. And now the news in full. Vice President Kashim Shettima has arrived in New York to attend the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, which begins today and runs until September 28. On arrival at John F. Kennedy International Airport, the Vice President was received by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, Minister of Defense Badaru Abubakar, and Nigeria's Chad the Affairs at the Permanent Mission to the UN, Ambassador Samson Itogbeje, among others. Shettima, who is representing President Bola Tinubu, will deliver Nigeria's national statement during the high-level general debate. He will announce the country's new nationally determined contributions under the Paris Agreement and participate in a series of side events, bilateral meetings, and roundtables. The Honorable Commissioner of Civil Service Commission in Ekiti State, Chief Aziz Akinshola Awolokun, says the APC-led government has improved security and placed Nigeria on the right track 2 years into office. Speaking on the breakfast show, The Issues on Rise Up Lagos on Champion 90.7 FM, Awolokun explained that community policing is ongoing and insecurity has reduced by about 70% since President Tinubu assumed power. He noted that subsidy removal has been redirected into development, highlighting road projects, flyovers, salary payment, and agricultural programs already taking effect in Ekiti State. Shiva Wolokun further maintained that the APC is not intimidating opposition, stressing that internal disputes among politicians are problems within their own parties and not caused by the ruling government. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has officially released the names of members for its various subcommittees tasked with organizing the 2025 elective National Convention, scheduled for November 15 to 16 in Ibadan, Oyo State. The announcement was made through a post shared on the party's official X account today. The subcommittees spanned over 100 subcommittee members across categories like accreditation, security, and electoral processes. The immediate past Rivers State Administrator, Vice Admiral Ibot Ekpe Ibas, retired, says Rivers lawmakers lacked the power to investigate him, pointing out that they did not appoint him as the administrator of the state. Ibas was reacting to the House of Assembly's move to probe expenditure under his tenure through a senior special advisor on media. Hector Ibikwubu said it was understandable that having been away from the business of legislation for a while, the lawmakers were merely trying to make an effort to discharge their functions. A special advisor, however, described the lawmakers' resolve as commentary, adding that the attempt to probe the former administrator was tantamount to probing the president who appointed him, as well as the National Assembly, which supervised the activities of Ibas as the state administrator. The Sokoto State government has announced that its recruitment exercise for graduates will commence today, September 22, and run until October 6, 2025. The Secretary of the Recruitment Committee, Gandhi Mohammed, in a statement, said interested applicants are expected to obtain forms free of charge from the local government of origin before completing the application process online at the official portal. Mohammed explained that candidates must register with valid email addresses and phone numbers, fill in their biodata, and upload required documents such as educational certificate, proof of indigent, birth certificate, and national identification number. And the National Health Insurance Authority has inaugurated the neonatal component of its neonatal care program in Kano State. The announcement was made in a statement issued today and signed by the Acting Director of Media and Public Relations, Emmanuel Onokokono. The federal government's nationwide Semonic program is designed to provide vulnerable and economically disadvantaged pregnant women with free access to emergency cesarean section and other crucial maternal and neonatal healthcare services. The Director General of the NHIA, Dr. Kelechi Ohiri, explained that the pilot phase of the neonatal component is already operational in 4 selected facilities in Lagos, representing the southwest region. Similarly, 4 hospitals have been identified in Kano, including AKTH, to administer the pilot scheme. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria has fixed October 8, 2025 as the deadline for state Muslim pilgrims, welfare boards, agencies, commissions, and licensed Hajj tour operators to remit Hajj fees ahead of the 2026 pilgrimage. NACON Deputy Director of Information and Public Relations Fatima Osara said the deadline aligns with the operational calendar released by the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah. Osara added that NACON Chairman Professor Abdullahi Husman, along with commissioners and the Commission Secretary Dr. Mustafa Ali, will travel to Saudi Arabia today to finalize service agreement with providers. You're listening to News at 12 on Champion 90.7 FM, still to come. Suspected armed herdsmen kills 16 security personnel in Benue State. Please stay with us. Yeah, welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now to the rest of the news. The Human and Environmental Development Agenda ADA Resource Center has urged the federal government to publish a full list of beneficiaries and provide a detailed breakdown of the 330 billion naira reportedly disbursed to poor Nigerians through the National Social Security Net Coordinating Office. The call followed a recent disclosure by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, who announced that the federal government had begun cash transfers funded by an $800 million World Bank facility to cushion the effects of economic hardship. EDA Chairman Olanrewaju Suraju stressed that Nigerians deserve to know the identities of beneficiaries, the selection process, and a transparent breakdown of the amounts disbursed. EDA warned that without a published list of beneficiaries and verifiable records, such large-scale cash disbursements risks becoming another avenue for corruption, political patronage, and manipulation. The federal government has disclosed that a total of 67.6 million barrels of crude oil were supplied to local refiners for processing between January and August 2025. The head of media and strategic communications at the NURPC, Eniola Akinkuotu, speaking in Abuja, said the crude allocation was made in line with the Petroleum Industry Act 2021 and the Domestic Crude Supply Obligation Policy. According to him, the barrels were delivered to both modular and state-owned refining facilities. The president of the National Association of Road Transport Workers, Yusuf Othman, has condemned Dangote Refinery free delivery of fuel to filling stations, telecom companies, and other bulk users. Othman was speaking on national television, said buyers have now jettisoned the contract signed with its members to receive free delivery from Dangote. The NATO president explained that its members have up to 30,000 trucks and cannot do the business of fuel distribution free of charge. He appealed to Dangote to consider the survivor of other players in the sector, saying everybody wants the refinery to succeed. Meanwhile, Nigerian businessman Mr. Femi Otedola has advised the Depot and Petroleum Product Marketers Association of Nigeria, DEPMAN, to perish its ongoing fuel supply disagreement with Dangote Refinery. Otedola congratulated Aliko Dangote on the success achieved so far since his refinery commenced operations, describing it as a historic leap for Nigerians' energy independence and economic future. He posited that Nigeria remains threatened by cabals who still believe that they can resist change but maintained that history has shown time and again that change can only be delayed but never altered. Jigawa State Police Command has announced that enforcement of tinted glass permits will begin nationwide on October 2, 2025. The command's public relations officer, XP Shuisu Adams, said online registration and application for the permit is ongoing. He urged members of the public to follow the stepwise process and explained that applicants must create an account using their NIN, BVN, or TIN, verify their account via email, then log into the online portal to select the tinted glass permit service and upload the vehicle details along with supporting documents. He added that after the application, vehicle inspection and fingerprint biometric capturing will be scheduled at the designated Nigerian Police Force Intelligence Departments. Lagos State Ministry of Transportation has directed all delivery service providers in the state to ensure their riders wear reflective jackets and use visibility tapes during evening and nighttime operations. The directive was issued by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mr. Olawale Musa, through the Special Assistant to the Governor on Transport Education and Innovation, Mr. Oluwatobi Idowu. And now to security. Notorious bandit leader Kachala Umaru has warned security operatives that adopting a purely kinetic approach to tackling insecurity in Katsina State will only worsen the crisis, insisting that if security operatives kill 10 bandits today, 20 more will march tomorrow. Umaru issued a warning at the weekend during a peace meeting between bandit groups and community leaders in Matazu local government area. The bandit leader said the government does not care about anyone and also faulted the residents of Matazo local government area for contributing to the problem by reporting bandit activities to security operatives. The bandit leader, however, said despite information made available to security operatives, they have not been able to kill any member of the terror group, but come crying in the news that 10 bandits have been killed. No fewer than 16 security personnel are found dead, while several others remain missing following an ambush by suspected armed men supported by local military groups during an operation at Agos Center, a settlement in Katsina Ala local government area of Benue State. Some of the security operatives who survived sustained injuries, while the truck conveying them were bombed and motorcycles scattered away by the attackers. Among those killed were members of Operation I Am Nyo, a state-established joint security task force made of police officers and operatives of the Benue State Civil Protection Guard. Also, unknown gunmen suspected to be kidnappers yesterday night took Mrs. Patience Nasamo, wife of Pastor Samuel Nasamo, and a female member of his church to an unknown destination at Agayago in Obi local government area. On the foreign scene, the head of the Kremlin-backed government in annexed Crimea blamed Ukraine today for a deadly drone strike, which Kyiv said a Russian attack had killed 3 people in the country's southeast. Ukrainian military had targeted the Crimea resort town of Feros, damaging the grounds of a sanatorium and a school building. According to updated data, 3 people were killed and 16 were wounded as a result of the UAV attack. And in sports, Kwara United began the 2025-2026 Continental campaign with a narrow 4-3 defeat away from Ghanaian outfit Asante Kotoko in the first leg of the CAF Confederation Cup encounter played at the Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi yesterday. Also, Nigerian Super Falconet continued the quest to reach the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup tournament set to hold in Poland by defeating Rwanda 1-0 in the first leg qualification feature in Kigali yesterday. And with our sports story, we end today's edition of News at 12 on Champion 90.7 FM. On behalf of the production team, my name is Oluwafunmilayo Alex-Oni. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.
From dawn to dusk, we're here for you. Champion 90.7 FM.